finally here, the Snowboard crown jewel at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival at the mountain culture capital of the world, Whistler, BC. My name is Brett Sanford, and I am joined by a man who requires no introduction, but will get one anyways. I'm talking about pro snowboarder, the chosen one from Saskatchewan, Canadian broadcast icon, Craig McMorris. Craig, it's Grind Finals Day.
Let's get grinding. We are excited for everybody here in Whistler, BC, and everybody joining us around the world. We are live on CBC currently. We also have a collection of some of the world's best rail riders. They will be descending down this beautiful course curated by Arena Snow Parks, led by Lucas Ouellette. This thing is a thing of beauty. I'm excited to get this thing fired up, but what is the format, Brett?
I'm glad you asked. We had qualifiers on Thursday night.
Yes.
We get the top qualifiers from the event in snowboarding. And here we go. There's a 1 hour jam. We pick the top 4 riders into the finals. They go head to head in a super amazing, unique format that is exclusive to the grind and rail jams. You don't see it a lot, that head-to-head format. So we're giving away a ton of money. There's also, if you're not taking home top prize, there's best trick.
There is. There's best trick from a technical standpoint as well as a style standpoint. And the winner of those respectively walk away with $1,000. But let's say you take the top prize, that is $6K. 1 hour jam, top 4 go through. We're kicking things off at the grind. Let's go.
And when we talk about the Monopoly Man amount of money that's going out the door today, Craig, $25,000 given away right here at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, the Grind Finals.
Back your truck up if you're winning this thing, because you're getting a truckload of money. Hey, that's Warren Williams. He lives down the street from me, has one of the greatest parks in his backyard, and is also a fantastic wake skater.
It's one of my favorite parts of the grind, Craig, is you get invited riders, and then you get the riders that, you know, are in the local scene. Whistler. It is ground zero for some of the best snowboarders on earth. People move here from around the world. Mountain culture capital of the world. And you get these riders that are grinding away in their life. I'm talking working in kitchens at night, retail, working construction, doing all this kind of stuff so they can ride during the day. And guess what? They are incredibly talented snowboarders that are right on the edge. And these guys are coming in here, and these riders are coming in here to prove themselves.
Facts, like Liam Berger right there. We just saw that 270. We saw him in the qualifiers on Thursday evening, punching his ticket here to the big show. Let's see if we can get into that top 4. If you're just joining us, our jam, we're taking the top 4 men, the top 4 women. They're moving on to what we're going to call the super final.
The super final. And it's an overall impression type judging system here. So the judges are going to watch what happens throughout the entire jam session. They're going to watch what happens on the top 3 rails. So the top 3 rails going left to right, we have a double down with a slight kink to rider's right. We have a down flat bar and a curved down rail into the rail plaza here, which is really the super exciting crown jewel of the grind, this amazing plaza setup, and there's all kinds of different ways that the riders can utilize this in order to up their score with the judges.
Lane Weaver, Whistlerite done good, switch front board through the down flat down, and then just goes down in the landing of that closeout rail. Very well done. You mentioned our judges, Brett. Let's give them a little bit of love. Cam Houston, Marty Vachon, and Simon Fraser. You know, judging, constantly judging, always watching.
And these guys, they got the skills to back it up too.
Absolutely. If you've never, I'm gonna speak to Marty Vachon because I watched his video part most recently, but he's probably got one of the best cab 2s, switch 270s the world has ever seen. So if anybody can judge this thing, it's those 3 gentlemen.
I think it speaks to like us being in Whistler here too. Not only like the riders, like these are the people that are working in the town trying to make it. Our judges are so incredibly qualified. 6 snowboarders. Marty Vachon, great example.
Yep.
Like, the way that he rides is so fun to watch. And to have him judging this contest, incredible.
It's almost a shame they're not in the contest. I'd love to see Cam, Marty, and Simon in there, but we move on.
We do. We soldier on. And I do like the thing about the grind as well. We have men's and women's categories riding together here in the jam session.
And that's what a jam session is, right? We let everybody go at their own pace. If you want to go as fast as you possibly can, if you want to be a little bit slower and methodical. Whoa, Dane Memzies just about lost his life.
And you look at the, I love how they're riding right into the corral, and the look on Dane Menzies' face, my goodness.
Dane, what'd you see going through that that closeout there?
A lot of black. I knew it.
He's speechless right now. Fade to black, playing from Metallica in his ears. That was terrifying.
It was terrifying, absolutely. And that's really the thing is, in the early parts of these jam sessions, it's a little chaotic, Craig. It's a little chaotic. Riders are dropping at a very fast clip, and they're collecting all the information they can about these features because they know it's an overall impression, and they're trying to check out what each of these features are like, how they ride, and they're thinking about what type of tricks they can bring to it later. Because the nice thing I like about the jam session is, like we were talking about, everybody works at their own pace, but it also kind of takes the stress off of our riders because they can take it easy, gather the information about the features, and then really lean in the last 10 minutes. They also get the perfect view to watch what's going on. So they know exactly what's required to get one of those top 4 spots and to try to get that cash truck at $25,000 pulling up to their apartment.
Their place of residence. I like that. Liam Berger.
And that's it right there. And let's talk about another thing that makes the grind the grind.
Let's do it.
Style,
Style.
execution.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Style, execution. And I think that Whistler walks the walk. Whistler talks the talk. Whistler is a place where there is nothing to do where you can be fake to make it. What just happened on the screen there, Craig?
Well, there.
Wow. And
Okay.
here we're seeing
Izzy went down. But that's okay. Izzy's back up. And Izzy's got a lot more time in this jam. We also have Liam Brierley, brand new on the Red Bull team, one of the greatest snowboarders in the world. He's already punched his ticket to the Olympic Games and looks like he's going to punch his ticket to that top 4.
Absolutely. Gonna be one to watch. He is pre-qualified through.
Yeah.
And a lot of the riders in the qualification rounds, they haven't seen these invited riders yet.
Yes.
They're seeing them for the first time, and it's a new level of competition.
Lane Weaver, switch front board through the down, flat down.
We'll take all of that you got.
And it doesn't look like he's trying. A lot of people say, hey, maybe you should try harder. He's actually doing some of the hardest tricks you possibly can do. But he's so calm, he's so cool, he's so collected. That was a switch front board. Light work for him.
Light work. Light work. Heavy lifting for a lot of us. Light work for an Olympian. Future Olympian. And Craig, let's talk about the conditions here real quick.
Yeah.
It's April. We're in Whistler. Sun's shining. We're at the grind. And guess what? If that happens in the Regina version of the grind that happened in late January, that feels a little bit different here.
That is a very different. That was Katie Rare who went down right there.
April West Coast, a little bit more friendly, a little bit less brick.
That was Juliette Pelchat, born and raised in Whistler. Riding very solidly. Now I want to take just a second to talk about strategy.
Let's do it.
I mean, we've both ridden in rail jams before. We've been around them many, many times, so have our judges. And what you really want to do in an hour jam session is hit all the features. I think that is one of the best things you can possibly do, is spread your trickery, for lack of a better term, throughout the entirety of that course. And then at the end, save your bangers, right? Big exclamation point.
It's a lot like the Gibbons-owned bars and restaurants in Whistler. I want to visit them all.
Exactly.
And that's what these features are like. You just go out there and you gotta hit them all. If you excel at one, that's not gonna be enough.
Yep.
You gotta do your tricks, your big tricks, and then move on. And you may have to revisit features down the line.
Maybe.
It's an hour long. And you also have to be able to build your strategy for the finals.
Yep.
You gotta have 3 runs in the finals, best run counts.
Yep.
And as we go through the brackets, that's going to be something that these guys, that these men and women, these rail riders, are trying to put together.
Facts. Good to see Dane Memzies get back into it there. Had a scary one in his run previous that. So he's back in it. That was Adriana Barkova with the gap to lip slide. Bailey Burke.
So board slide to switch coming in here to the down bar. Oh, yeah.
Switch lip slide pretzel from
like
Bailey
that.
Burke?
I like that. And you can see, the beautiful thing about the rail jams, she's like, breaks the circular motion with her hand and says, get me back up there. Get me back there, I'm getting that.
I'm doing it again. Great gap to board side right there on the down, flat down. The Arena Snow Parks team has done a wonderful job, well, simply maintaining this setup. It has been pouring rain for the last few days, and what that does to the snow is, well, it eliminates it. So they are constantly readjusting, and they have done a fabulous job on this course.
Well, I mean, there's rainfall, Craig. And then there's biblical downpour, which these folks have had to deal with. And I agree, it really speaks to the Arena Snow Parks level of professional building quality that you get. They will never sleep until we get the perfect park here at the grind.
Facts. Shout out Lucas Alette. And you know what? Shout out all park shapers. It's
Absolutely.
a thankless job.
Oh, and there's a frontside 3 right off the end there on the closeout. And let's talk about the closeout feature here for a second, Craig. The closeout feature is the top bar that goes around the perimeter of the top of the rail plaza right there with the revert.
That's Liam Brarley, who we were just mentioning, taking on that closeout feature.
High risk.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah. And a lot of different choices here as we're seeing the down bar. Arena Snow Parks has installed stairs on all of these features just to make it a little bit more of a street style, a little bit more high risk. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we like that. That's what we're after, right
That's
there.
a beautiful board side pretzel. Gapping over the almost entirety of the landing. Here's Josh LeBrun.
All right. Very stylish on the front side board side pretzel right there.
The reason it's called a pretzel, well, you kind of pretzel your body. You initiate your rotation the opposite way you get on. Drew Smith, local boy, transfer, rail to rail.
That's what we're going to see a lot of here, Craig. The transfer from the top rail to the bottom rail, off of the closeout, real high risk. And there's a 270 right there.
Here's Katie Brayer into the down bar. And there's those stairs you mentioned. Not only for going up, but high risk for going down as well. A little firecracker on the way out.
Gotta love the firecracker, popularized in skateboarding when you just ride down the stairs and it goes bang, 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 bang. Like a firecracker.
Do you do sound effects?
I do.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Also available to do sound effects, yeah, of course. Oh yeah, nice and clean, right there, off the end. That's Dane Memzies. Oh, getting popped off the kink there, Craig.
That was Adele.
Adele going down there. We have our next rider on course right here. There's a frontside 50-50. And 50-50 right off the end of the closeout. And as the jam session continues, we're starting to see gap outs to the down rail now. And that's going to be something that we'll see forward slides, lip slides. We're going to see 180s, 270s, maybe 450s. There's a 360 off of the closeout right there. .270 lip slide. I'm wondering, Craig, what type of rotations do you think we're going to see? I mean, on the ski side of the grind, we did see some 450s. I believe we saw 630 out. It's going to be interesting to see how the judges weigh this in the style department because it's so, so important here at the grind.
Beautiful gap back lip there from Liam Berger. I could not agree with you more. I was talking to Martin Bayshall, Cam, and Simon. Oh, Drew Smith!
Let's go!
Filthy front board pretzel. Cab over 2.
When we talk about a complete run,
He's cooking.
that's it.
He's cooking right now.
That's it.
The judges want, Brett, back to my initial point.
He has cooked.
Yeah.
He needs hands. I need hands.
Yeah, he ate on that one. As Lane Weaver drops it, the judges want to see you get to the end of the rail, right? Yes, we want big spins, we want technical tricks, but you got to get to the end of the rail to make it actually legit. Lane Weaver looking like he was going to do 270, and I think for everybody's sake didn't, because that would have been devastating. But the judges want to see you get to the end of the rail. We'll see some 270s, we'll see some 270 lip slides, we'll see some technicality, but execution is a word that I think we're going to use a lot. Wow.
Okay. The technicality meter is rising now.
Yes, that back 2 pull is so difficult to do. Was thought as almost impossible for a number of years, but you know, the level of rail riding has gone through the roof, and that's kind of commonplace at every rail jam you're probably ever going to see.
It's weird that the switchback 270 pull is a trick that you never thought you'd see so regularly, but here we are. And it speaks to us being in Whistler too, you know?
Facts. There's a good look at Dane Memzies, who's had, you know, for lack of a better term, some ups and some downs in this jam session thus far.
One to watch for sure, absolutely. Big makes, big crashes.
Competes for the country of New Zealand in the slopestyle tour.
Wow, getting popped right there.
And that's one of those, yes, he's on his board, but does he come off the end of the rail? No.
No.
Judges are going to notice that. They're going to take that into account. Here's Canadian Liam Brierley. There you go. That's how you transfer.
Loving the frontside 50-50, jumping over the staircase into a frontside board slide, sliding backwards down that rail, pulling it back to regular.
Yep.
Very technical. Not a lot of room for error there on the jump or the transfer. Really, really sick.
Reminds me of a rap song, Regulators. You got to be handy with the steel to earn your keep. And Liam Brierley very handy with the steel right there.
Oh yeah, very, very nice pretzel action right there on the front side lip slide.
Now you saw in the drone shot there, there's a good look at it right there. We talked about the jam session. There's no organized run, so those riders are choosing, oh, Brian Bowler, Steezy.
Very steezy.
Lip 270. Some of the riders are choosing to just simply run up the hill, while others are taking the sled just to our left. Whatever gets you the most amount of runs and in front of the judges the most usually gets you into that top 4.
Absolutely, and there's something about process that really comes in. The grind, they're not forced a certain way up. If they want to hike up and keep warm, our competitors can do that. They want to save some energy and get tugged up on the snowmobile toe. They can do that as well, Craig. So they can choose their fates and mix and match.
Beautiful backside 270 right there on the down flat down. We lost our papers, so wish us luck. Good look at Keenan Demchuk right there, the winner of the grind in Regina, Saskatchewan. So looking to defend his title here in Whistler, BC. As disaster. Almost there for young Pelchat. Drew Smith, front blunt, 450. 4/5 commish. 450 degrees rotated off that closeout rail. I don't know how he has the shocks to land it. He is young, though. Okay, you talked about rotation. We're seeing some rotation on and we're some rotation off right there.
The jam session provides, because you can watch another competitor do something and you can either one-up it, mimic it, or improve on it, or crash very hard trying to do something similar.
All three are options right there. Dave, was that switch or regular? Nollie front board from Dane Memzies just a moment ago. I really like that.
Confirmed.
Yeah, he doesn't spin on, but that requires a lot of precision. Ooh, nice gap front board right there.
We are loving that.
That was Adriana. Another local boy right up at the top, Caleb Chalmlack.
Oh. Very, very smooth. And let's talk about multitasking really quickly with Caleb Chalmlack and intersections.
Yes.
The video contest earlier this week at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival.
Yes, many of the members in this rail jam were members of the winning team of Intersection, a crew out of Whistler called Schmob. They walked away with $11,000. Imagine giving $11,000 to a bunch of 20-year-olds in Whistler on a Wednesday night.
The local economy is stimulated.
It is
That is one heck of a stimulus package. Here is a front, oh, getting caught on the closeout.
I believe that was right. That was the fact that he is smiling after that. Nice gap out to backside 50-50 right there.
That's Meg McCallum, part of the Buck Hunters crew, also in the Intersection video contest.
That was a fun night. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about Whistler Ski and Snowboard Festival, as we see Juliette Pelchat.
Very nice and clean there through the double down staircase set on the rail
To finish my thought, there is so much going on, right? There's Pro Photographer Showdown. There's 72-hour video challenge. There is Intersection. There are parties. I mean, right after this, Longhorn's Patio is going to go nuts.
Oh, absolutely. We just had Swollen members perform at the live music series, outdoor live music series. It's amazing. It's all down here at the base of Whistler. It's incredible.
And if you're watching this at home, thinking, hey, I don't know if I should go next year, yes, you should.
Absolutely.
There's something for everyone.
Absolutely. It's like they should be playing I Had the Time of My Life 24/7 to not nauseum from the hit film Dirty Dancing. Yeah, absolutely. Gap back lip slide right there. Nice and clean.
$27 more minutes left in this jam qualification.
We're on the back nine of qualifying here.
It's Masters weekend. Billy Pelchat, beautiful, on the closeout.
We're seeing some more action here on the closeout. It looks like people are getting a lot more comfortable, Craig. Dane Menzies looks on.
What's going through that young man's head right now, I wonder?
No one knows. We're about to find out here what an assault on the senses this rail jam format is. Oh, yeah. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there.
He went nollie front board in the run previous this, looking for a back one. Here's True Smith. He's not afraid of this.
Oh!
That's a board slide, and that's a backflip off a closeout rail. Whistler, local boy, done good.
Here's the look at the replay here. Right under the front foot there, and boom. Pulling right out, getting the grab, stomping. That's past the landing, beyond landing, and just putting it down.
It's beyond understanding, honestly, because you go a little too early, no rotation. You go a little too late, no rotation. The precision that True Smith just did that trick with, something to be desired, as is...
Oh, you want that pretzel. You want that pullback. And that's the antithesis right there to True Smith's trick. Truth. The rail slide, the backflip. And then we take a look at that, the front board through the closeout. Pretzel off. Technicality versus maybe crowd-pleasing, stunt. It's going to be interesting to see how the judges weigh that.
There's a lot of ways to play the game, folks. A lot of ways to play the game.
Either way, though, if I'm a competitor and I see one of those tricks, either one, that's me saying the level's going up, thinking the level's going up, I got to do more.
These are professionals, right? It's a marathon as well. An hour of riding, you don't get out of the gate sprinting. You warm up, right? There's a reason we saw that trick at that time from True Smith. There's a reason Lane Weaver is trying that front board at this time. Oh, good save. Great save, actually, right there.
I'm going with great save on that. Absolutely. As those toe wedges, they sink into that steel. That's a springs coming out of the panic button when you smash it that hard. You know?
Devastating. There's a little bit of a landing there from Bailey Burke, obviously not getting to the end of the down, flat down. Here's Warren Williams up top. Whoa, backside 270 on, 270 off, Brett?
Here we go. Local rider, Warren Williams. Nice, clean, putting it together, assembling. Here's Meg McCallum from the Buck Hunters. Oh my goodness.
That goes to show the violence of olling over a closeout to flat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are tricks you see in the streets.
Yep.
Closeout, over, ollie to flat, boom.
Street jam.
Yeah, right. Emulated here at the grind, absolutely. Oh yeah, that's great. There's all kinds of stuff you can do in that setup there, Craig. Whether imagine a transfer to frontside board slide on the down bar, or just coming straight or going right straight off the end of the closeout. Options.
We got options. Also, I just want to take this time, maybe a quick shout out to everybody that makes this happen. Tourism Whistler, Resort Municipality of Whistler, Whistler Blackcomb, Gibbons, Oakley, Burton, Volvo, Earthwater, obviously Arena Snow Parks who built this. You're staying at the Ava Hotel right now. Ooh, Maddox, that was sick.
The Ava Hotel, the fusion of the ultimate synergy of location, comfort, and style.
Also shout out Forecast Ski, King Snow, MNP, and Straight and Narrow. I might have one after this.
And Craig, right here, we are in qualifications for the Grind Super Final. All right, it's coming up at 6 p.m. Top 4 men, top 4 women. Scores tabulated on overall impression. Going to the final in a dual format to vie for $25,000.
You take this jam format, you throw that completely out the window.
It's gone.
This is controlled chaos. What the super final is a boxing match.
Absolutely.
2 competitors going toe-to-toe, 3 runs, best run counts, but you got to get there first. You're not going to win the event in the qualification, but you certainly can lose it. And True Smith not losing it there on the nollie front blunt.
He's been one to watch. He's been one to watch. And as far as us arriving to the end, the final part of this jam, if I'm a judge, True Smith has punched his ticket. Also, let's see what's happening here. Oh!
And that's about as bad as it gets. Still smiling, though.
Wow. Rico Masuda, my goodness. As we continue going down, I mean, that's the thing. The onslaught in the jam session just does not stop, Craig. The riders keep riding.
Liam Brierley board slide and then tapping his tail on the closeout there.
Nearing only 20 minutes remaining in the jam session, Craig.
I believe we're going to see some elevation in terms of technicality, what people are trying. We have seen some very, very wild tricks thus far, but, you know, as that clock starts ticking down,
and these riders, like we were talking about, the format is so unique at the grind is the fact that these riders are multitasking. They're trying to make it into the final, but they're also trying to craft runs that they can do on command.
yeah,
Because they got to go head to head, and they only have 3 runs in a best run count format once they reach the finals.
for sure. And don't forget, we're also giving away $1,000 to the best trick, style-wise and technicality-wise, on the men's and women's field. So even if you don't make it to the final, you could still walk away with some cold hard cash as Warren Williams goes down there front board pretzel.
We are seeing a lot of previews here. We can see sort of riders hedging their bets now. We're kind of starting to get a little bit of a feel of who's going to go to the finals. Anything can happen in these last 20 minutes. But we're seeing some bids for best trick. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice right there.
Great 270 pull back to regular. Usually on that kind of 270, especially when you're gapping to the down, flat down, your shoulders want to keep you rotating. There, stopped brilliantly.
Oh, and here we have a Meg McCallum look. Oh, my goodness. Getting popped off of the closeout, going down there, Meg taking a second. And that's really one of those features there, Craig, that carries a high level of risk.
You might look at it and say, hey, that's a little jump, and there's a little rail, and all you have to do is go over it.
No.
No.
No, absolutely not.
The second you start thinking like that, you're going to go down.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Meg is up, and we're happy to see that. Moving on here on the screen, let's take a look at what's happening. As our riders, we kind of notice that they start to spread out a little bit more in the way that they drop in the final 20 minutes of the jam session. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice there with the 270 out. Clean.
Keenan Demchuk, as I mentioned, the winner of the grind in Regina, Saskatchewan, earlier this winter. On your screen now, Caleb Chomlak.
Caleb Chomlak on course here.
Ooh, fancy footwork.
Oh, yeah, very, very nice and clean on the switch backside lip side there on the down bar, Craig.
I don't think that's one of my favorite tricks. Back lip, switch back lip. I think it has got to be one of the most, I think it's the rail equivalent of a method.
Absolutely.
Maybe an ice cold take, maybe you could say that, but.
No, I think that take's got some heat to it. I think it's good. I think it's a great take. And I think that you see, when it's done well, it's done well. And when it's done well, it's hard to justify doing more of them. It kind of tends as a shutdown trick, you know?
Yep.
Where it's like, okay, this thing's been switched back lip side lips to perfection. I might have to try to do something else now. Here's True Smith.
Switch front board, and it looked, you could just tell the way he was loaded up with his shoulders. He wanted a switch front board pretzel right there.
Oh my goodness, we're seeing
Saved it for the next time.
We're seeing some falls up top coming in here. Front lip, just getting away with murder there, Craig. I think so.
I think so too. What's tough about this course, especially the down bar and the down flat down, is you got to swing out very, very wide, right? So if you fall in those first features, it sets you up a little bit straighter like we just saw there. Oh, beautiful gap. Back one from Dane Menzies.
Loving that blind 180 onto the down bar. Gapping out, blind 180, landing on the rail. Not a lot of visibility there. Full commit.
I know we said it at the start of the show, but the fact that Arena Snowparks was able to make a course of this caliber with, as you mentioned, biblical downpours is nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, there we go. There is a backside lip pretzel done to perfection.
And I like the khaki pants, right? I think those are coming back a little bit more in the snow sports.
Give me that early 2000s snowboard look. Really love that. Baggy khaki pants, you know?
Liam Berger?
Looking good is feeling good, Craig.
True.
Snowboarding's no exception.
Nope. Look good, feel good, ride good, they pay good.
Whoa, how about that?
There you go, Billy.
Huge, the closeout frontside 360 off of that rail. Billy Powell shot. Wow, that's sending a message to the rest of the field, straight up.
And as a sibling, you see your sibling go down, throw down a hammer, you want to match it. Here's Juliet.
Doing the same trick. Oh, Craig. Wow.
Wow. 1 kilometer too fast. If she was able to go just a touch slower, which is absolutely terrifying on a closeout rail, might have caught a little bit more landing, but does good to get it around. And
we're seeing our riders lock in here as we see Warren Williams right there, very clean on the down bar, clean up top, and that's what's happening right now. All of the riders are starting to dial in, and really they've done their homework, they've checked everything out, they're watching the rest of the field, and they're saying, okay, this is my angle, this is where I fit in, this is how I go top 4.
Ooh, Brian Bowler, good save there. If you know you're not going to make it off the end, get out early. That's Liam Brierley. He's the world champion of slopestyle snowboarding currently, and punched his ticket to the Olympic Games next winter in Italy.
Oh my goodness. The look of shock and awe.
Liam Brierley now has 7 lives.
2 of them gone.
He used 2. Usually you start with 9. He used 2 lives on
Look
that one.
at that. Look at the flex of the board when he hangs up. Watch this, Craig. Right there, it's just getting clapped. The nose and tail almost hit each other. That's a sophisticated piece of equipment, Craig. Look at the face.
You can see it in the eyes.
Oh my goodness.
That is a Are You Not Entertained? That's Gladiator 1 and 2.
And 3. Dang.
3 for that.
The yet to be released Gladiator 3 Are You Not Entertained level.
Maddox comes up to Liam, gives him a hug.
And look at Liam Brierley's board. Look at the board. Liam, hold that up. Let's take a look at that. Oh my goodness, you take a look at that snowboard, Liam Brierley, my goodness. The way, that's what happens here. We are devaluing property here at the grind.
There we go, Drew Smith. Switch front board pretzel. He was looking for that last run. Gets it right there.
Wow. I wonder what that does to Liam. Is Liam sat down, the board's broken? He's a favorite to win this event.
Yes. And he's been riding incredibly well, as is Adriana, who we just saw right there. Now, usually there we go, Brian Bowler. Usually you come with 2 snowboards, right? Usually. But you got to put bindings on them. And that one's not going to ride like the one he is riding, so where's the pit crew?
Yeah, where's the pit crew? Roll into the pit.
Box.
Oh, wow.
There's Liam Sport right there.
Look at that. Depreciation of assets. That thing's like the Dow Jones right now.
But I think that snowboard saved his life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It took me a minute to get the joke now.
There's the front 3. Oh my goodness. And you can just see how much impact there is on that landing, Craig. You got to judge the speed absolutely perfectly.
It's equivalent to a minor car crash. Or a major one, actually, kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're by the time you do the math, you're probably falling 20 feet off the top of that rail. Jump off the 2nd story of Parkade, folks. That's what's happening. Here's a 450. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness, Craig.
I don't know if the riders can hear me, but I don't think anybody has landed in the landing.
Devoid of any type of landing. That's the flattest we've seen anyone go. Here it is, the 450 off and just nothing there.
Lands base down, weight is equal. You can't do much about that.
Can't do much about that one.
And that was a woo right there. I'm good at reading lips, and that was woo.
That's woo. That's woo.
Here's Jackie Carlson on course.
Jackie Carlson, here we are. Maybe winning best dressed. I don't know. I'm really loving this this vacation shirt style.
And a fantastic ice hockey player. That's just a fun fact.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, Craig. Let's call something what it is. So are you.
Thank you.
I've seen you out there. Poetry in motion on the skates.
Poetry in motion right here from Lane Weaver. Natural way of riding, right foot forward. So that's a front board.
Here's the backside 180 on. Oh my God. Right into the closeout.
Folks at home, I don't want to say I told you so, but we told you so. The level of riding in these last 15 minutes has, well, exponentially improved. We just saw a switch backside 180 attempt onto a closeout rail 10 to 15 feet in the air.
Look at that, and you can just see the focus. Look at the lock in here and just over rotates. That's the issue. The look of terror very clearly visible on the face.
I can tell you from experience that Willie Hoot.
Yes.
There's Keenan Demchuk about to drop next.
Keenan Demchuk, no stranger to the grind.
No, he been grinding.
Setting up for something here with the 50-50. Oh yeah.
That's a great backflip pretzel.
Absolutely, we'll take all of that you got. Very clean pretzel there, coming into the double down. Trying to slide just the middle section. Here's Caleb Chomlak. He looks excited.
He always looks excited, and that's why I love Caleb Chomlak.
Oh, very, very, very clean. Love that.
Oh, full cap.
Let's go full cap. Real full cap.
Real full cap. That was a Cabulario.
We're going to see something here from True Smith. I'm feeling it. It's in the air. This is, he watched what's going on there.
Yeah.
And he's coming into the down rail, double down. He's got to be going close out here, Craig.
Hungry young man. Ooh, looking for a rail-to-rail transfer, Brett, but too much time on the top one, not enough on the bottom one.
That's how it goes sometimes. Oh, yeah, that is fantastic.
I think we all want to see that.
Yeah, we all want to see that. And the board slide down, very stylish right there.
Here's Adriana.
Craig, we're inside 10 minutes left in the jam. 10 minutes left in the jam. This is where we crescendo right now, right here in the rail jam. This is where we pick the top four to duel against each other. So once the chaos of the jam is over, things really get exciting. The top four go against each other. Head-to-head, two head-to-head duels, right? For both men and women.
One top qualifier versus fourth place qualifier, second and third. And then from that, we find the final heat. Whoa! Two of the toughest snowboarders we've seen right there. And here's Megan.
Oh, yeah, here's the other one. That's the other thing, too. You can take a hard fall and come back at it. Here's Meg McCallum, clean 50-50.
Full sigh of relief right there. Knowing you're back in it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Julia Pelchat, the front three, let's go!
Is Billy up there next? No. Is Billy up there next? Yes. We're gonna see two sisters battling for the same trick in the rail plaza. It's the frontside 50-50, frontside 360 out. Here we go. Oh! Okay. A little West Coast on the landing.
Very West Coast. A little, honestly, shout out Lucas Magoon with the Rutland sidearm there.
Absolutely.
Using it as support.
Let's take a look here. Let's see if you're a judge, Craig, where are you going with this?
Two things. I'm going to take my hat off to you for trying it. Very, very gnarly. But the rotation starts a little bit early.
Yes.
And maybe a little bit of a lean back on the landing. You are landing flat, I will give you that.
Yep.
Rides away, so very, very sick. But there's still time to improve upon that.
The big question, has the trick been stomped?
No,
There you go.
it's been done, but it's not been stomped.
Gotcha. Like that. Thank you for the clarification there.
There's an I Love Regina shirt up there, and I do too.
I mean, that's for you.
That's for me.
That's for
I'm
you.
going to take that.
As someone from Regina, how does that make you feel?
I love it.
The center of Canada.
Right in the middle.
Great tourism merch. Gotta hand it to him. Who do we got next here, Craig?
Katie Brayer. Focused.
Spends a lot of her time Silver Star, Sun Peaks. Some great parks coming up there, but we're at the big time here in Whistler, the Snowboard Festival here.
Boardside pretzel right there. Switchboard side pretzel, pardon me, never again. I will never make that mistake again.
And we're back here into a format that's a style of riding that's similar to the beginning, Craig. It's now going rapid fire. They're seeing the end of the contest, the competitors, and they're saying, I am sneaking in, I'm getting these last runs.
Facts, 5 minutes left. Whoa! We saw the front board attempt. Now we're seeing a back one in. On the down, flat down.
This is going to be incredibly difficult on both the men's and women's side, Craig, to pick four, to pick the top four.
Bailey Burke, proper. Board slide through the down, flat down.
Cooking. Cooking.
What up, Mom? What up, Grandma? Woo! Just kidding. Grandma, you don't even have a TV. I don't even know what that is, but what's up?
Setting up for something big here in the Rail Plaza. 270 on, 450 off. Oh, Craig! And this is what we're talking about, Craig. We're talking about riders doing technical tricks and execution. One of the biggest hammers we've seen so far in this event.
Facts. I'm gonna be honest with you, Brett. I didn't think there was a world where somebody possessed the leg strength to land that, but there is, and we live in that world.
2-7 out, 450. 2-7, 450 out.
Commish.
Damn.
Here's Brian Bowler.
Brian Bowler, style master, really. Very chill,
Yeah.
relaxed look coming in here.
I said this in qualification, but his style reminiscent of somebody with narcolepsy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Asleep at the wheel, but in full control.
Yes.
Okay.
Little lip slide to lip slide combo right there.
We're seeing execution. Absolutely.
Keenan Demchuk.
Clean backside lip slide. Oh, and here it is! Oh!
It's not a rail jam until multiple people have done a flip. Now it's official.
We got a real rail jam here,
It's real
folks.
now.
It's real. It just got real with a wildcat backflip. Oh!
There we go, Caleb. Hurry.
We want to see it. We want to see it.
Here's Katie Brayer.
Getting everything cleaned up here, Craig. We're seeing a lot of riders coming to the end of the rails here, locking in. And that's what's going to make the difference. That's what's going to make the difference.
If you want to be in that top four, we need great riding, not good riding, right?
Absolutely.
Dane Memzies, 270 in, 270 out. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
We could do that.
Front side 360, backside 50-50. Dang.
That's nice. Liam Berger, beautiful 270 right there. You see the headphone hanging out. Wonder what he's listening to. Jackie Carlson on course.
Very nice and clean there, Craig. Coming into the rail plaza, going to the backside lip slide there.
Is that Liam Braley on a new snowboard?
Yes, it is, Craig.
I'm convinced he could ride a 2x4 and still make it in the top 4. He's that good.
That's what happens when you take a devastating fall that ruins your snowboard. You get another one. Go back out there and you try to get your name on a large novelty check at the grind.
Adele, back one in. Oh my, that was the best we've seen.
That's the best we've seen.
That's got to be one of the most difficult tricks, because I don't know if you folks at home have seen this, but that down flat down is not straight.
No, it kinks to the side.
Yes.
That is an incredibly technical trick. As we watch here on the replay here, off a little early. Now,
Little
Craig,
early.
I want to put it this way.
Please.
The trick is your offense. Making it to the end of the rail in execution is your defense, and defense wins championships, baby.
Facts. Couldn't agree more, Brett. Very well said.
Yeah, Porter.
So now this is the issue with every single rail jam, especially in the jam format. We are at an hour. Oh my good word.
Okay, Craig. We got to unpack that really quickly. Tell me about the execution on this. Backside 180 on.
The switchback went on.
Switchback
so
went
now he's in regular 50-50. Last time he went to the inside, here much better, goes to the outside. Comes off a little bit early, but that is one of the most just ridiculously difficult things you can do on a closeout.
Wow.
So our final runs here in the grind qualification jam. Once this is done, we're taking the top 4 men and the top 4 women, Brett.
You got it, Craig.
And we're putting them head to head.
Head to head. First place qualifier versus fourth place qualifier. Second place versus third place. Toe to toe, meeting in the final to take the lion's share of $25,000.
Raikou. I don't think he even came close to a landing all night in terms of the steep part of the snow. He
No,
lands
landing in landing.
Yeah.
I understand. Yes, of course.
He did land tricks, but just not in landings.
Oh, yeah, that is very stylish.
Yeah.
The judges are going to like that, and that does change things this late in the jam, Craig.
Looks like Bailey Burke, our last snowboarder in this jam.
The final rider in the qualifying of the finals. There we go, Craig. Now, I have an announcement not for the folks at home.
Yep.
If you're watching on CBC, unfortunately, this doesn't apply to you. But it does apply to everybody that is here in attendance. Craig and I have some stuff to give away. We got a little bit of a product toss.
We're having a product toss.
And we're going to do it old school.
We're kicking us.
That's what we're going to do. So, Craig, I'm going to go take some of this product up to the front.
Okay, I'm going to grab some product, and I'll go to the other side of the front.
And we want to be throwing this stuff away. This is fantastic. This is courtesy of our friends at King Snow Magazine, Canada's premier media source for all things snowboarding.
Yes. It's great quality, too.
Now, we are multitasking. We have some gorgeous balaclavas, t-shirts, everything from King Snow you could ever want.
We have a free Kazu shirt. That's clever. If you're watching online, we're just in the middle of our intermission, our brief intermission, if you will.
We have a brief intermission, and how do we fill the time, Craig? We throw product away. That's what we do. We give it to some of the loudest fans.
To the people.
In the crowd.
To the people.
Product for the people, of the people. Shall we?
And essentially what we're doing is we're buying time for our judges. They have to look at that entire hour of riding. They have to say, who's the top four?
It's a huge body of work.
It's a huge body of work.
And we need to buy them time, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
Let's do it.
Now, I'm going to apologize to the people at home, sincerely. I'm sorry, people at home. But Whistler, make some noise!
I didn't realize how hard it was to throw pieces of paper pretty much in the air, so my shoulder's shot. I'm not going to the league anymore. We have a dog on course. Okay, we're gonna get some more.
Craig, we're going to go get some more product. Is that what we're doing?
I'll go get some more.
Craig's going to get more product. Now, folks, just to fill you in right now, we're doing some course maintenance out on the Rail Jam course right now, right here at the grind at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival. Our judges are tabulating. Friendships are ending in the judges' booth right now to make this decision to pick the top 4 riders in both men and women right here at the grind.
Brett, I have one more t-shirt left.
You want one more t-shirt?
I got one. I'll do one. He's gonna do one.
He's gonna do one.
Should it be our right-hand side or should it be our left-hand side?
Well, let's ask them first. I mean, we are at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival. Right-hand side. How about the left-hand side?
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken, Craig. Give them what they want.
I'm deceiving with my throw. They didn't see it coming.
Amazing, amazing. Folks, we are going to take a quick break here, right here at the grind, the World Ski and Snowboard Festival. We are going to be back very shortly with the top 5 men and women. The grind Rail Jam will continue, folks. The absolute crown jewel, the big moment of the big show coming up, the head-to-head finals where we give away $25,000 right here at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival. This is the Grind Finals, the main event.
sponsor. We'll get on camera. We'll do a quick sponsor hit, and then we'll jump into it. Have you heard?
All I heard is when it came over, I heard somebody on the headset just going.
Want to take this break in the action to thank tourism. Oh my goodness, Craig, we have our final results on the screen right now. Walk me through it.
We had to cut down this field to just 4 men and 4 women, and if you see right there, Truth Smith, Josh LeBrun, Colton Eckert, and Dane Menzies are going head-to-head. That's on the men's side. We also did this on the women's side. This is just the semifinals, right? So the winner of each of these battles will go head-to-head, and then, Brett, who's going through on the women's side?
First place qualifier, Jackie Carlson, goes against 4th seed, Katie Brayer. 2 and 3 go against each other in the qualifiers. Juliette Pelchat, Nadel Tauespeeva.
Wow.
That's amazing. I mean, we see a lot. It's the nature of the beast, Craig. We see a lot of great performances get cut out of the mix here. There can only be 4.
Facts, and that's what we were talking to the judges about. It's your entire body of work through that jam. They've gone ahead and picked those 4 riders on the men's and women's side respectively. So we're gonna get this head-to-head battle started in just a moment's time. We gotta get these boarders to the top right there, as you can see.
Now let's talk format, because the entire body of work that we just saw in the jam session, out the window. Clean slate.
Yeah.
We start clean. And so 4 laps each.
Everything that you've seen in the last hour, forget it. This is a clean slate. This is exactly like the NHL playoffs. It's head-to-head for the cup. This cup, however, is 6,000 Canadian dollars for first place. That's great. I love that. You have to get there first, though. The semifinals is 3 runs each, right?
3 runs each. We just got an update. 3 runs each, Craig. Cutting that down. 3 runs. Now, best run counts format, but top and bottom rail sections judged as 1.
It's essentially a rail slope style hybrid right here. In the jam session, it didn't matter if you fell on the first rail and you did a sick trick on the second or vice versa. You just had to do some tricks. Here, it's the entirety of your run. 3 tries, best run moves on. It's pretty simple.
And the head-to-head doesn't end there. We go into a championship final. The winners of each of the 2 brackets on both the men's and women's side vie for first, second, third, and 4th place, respectively.
I love this format, Brett. I really, really do.
It fosters the most exciting type of riding. We can see exactly what's happening. The chaos of the jam session, incredible to watch. Now we get to see the riders drill in. Who's consistent? Who can perform under pressure? You no longer have an hour. You have 3 runs.
Facts. And who can perform under pressure? Because I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of these snowboarders have never snowboarded in front of a crowd as beautiful and as large as this. So thank you, Whistler, for tuning up and tuning in here. If you're not here right now watching this on CBC, get here next year. WSSF is amazing. Restaurants, Pro Photo Showdown, intersection, rail jams, concerts.
Well, let's face it, Whistler is the cultural mountain center of the world. And we're right here at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, and it is the crown jewel. It is the crown jewel, the grind, snowboard, finals. This is incredible, Craig.
The epicenter.
And And as we wait for the action to start here, Craig, I want to say thank you to Tourism Whistler. The World Ski and Snowboard Festival gratefully acknowledges the financial support of the province of British Columbia, the resort municipality of Whistler, and Tourism Whistler. I also want to thank Gibbons. Gibbons Whistler has been the heart of this mountain town since 1979, backing athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs every step of the way. Gibbons playing such a big part of what's happening here at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, not only in presenting events, but also hosting us. So many great venues throughout town. Check them all out, folks. They're like Pokemon. Collect them all.
Go straight up Ash Ketchum out here.
Volvo Cars is proud to be the official vehicle partner of Canada Snowboard, supporting grassroots program and the national team from coast to coast. How about you learn more, Craig? If you want to do that, volvocars.ca.
I'll visit that after this. I'll also visit the Longhorn patio. I don't know if they can hear us out there. They're probably having a lot of fun. But that is the official after party of the grind, so it's not going to be super busy in there. I can't wait. We'll see you there.
The Longhorn Saloon, Craig, the after party location here. Can't wait to get there. It's going to be a great time. Also want to say a big thanks. There's an incredibly interactive and fun Skull Candy activation happening right here in Whistler, taking over a part of the village stroll. Skull Candy, home of the best earbuds, headphones, and speakers to power your mountain adventures or city escapes. If you haven't tried the Crusher ANC2, head over to the Skull Candy tent in front of Showcase to demo a pair. Get ready to feel the bass, Craig.
Feel the bass. All of our competitors actually got a free pair of Skull Candy headphones, not only in this event, but in the qualifiers we had on Thursday. So shout out to all the amazing product that has been tossed out. Apologies for my short arm for some of the product here today, but the Skull Candies definitely got in the right hands.
Selling themselves at this base camp to adventure. The Ava Hotel has hosted some rad activities in the past and are continuing working with some more. They have a laid-back, adventurous vibe. Adrenaline is in their nature, and they like to share that lifestyle with everybody else. That's the Ava Hotel. Thank you dearly for being our housing host. Something everybody needs. How about MNP? MNP is a proudly Canadian firm offering client-focused accounting, consulting, tax, and digital services in more than 150 communities from coast to coast. National in scope and local in focus, MNP's professionals provide clear, straightforward business advice from a local perspective to help you and your business succeed wherever business takes you.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get this semifinal underway. Our first rider, True Smith, local boy, Whistler, give it up. Daps up Lucas Alette for good luck. Why? Because Lucas Alette created this masterpiece, this beautiful, beautiful course from Arena Snow Parks. The sun's out. The big guns are out. It's semifinal number one, True Smith.
Coming into the down rail here, lip slide 270. Great execution there, Craig. And 270 lip slide.
Switch lip slide up top and then cab over 270. So, True Smith, he's a gamer. He's on the national team. He understands slope style events. Says, I want a full pull right out of the gate. And that's what he gets right there. Start switch, end switch, some rotations. Who's he up against?
Josh LeBrun. Josh, a bit of a dark horse here. He is psyched to be in the finals.
Psyched to be here, pumped to ride is something he hasn't said to me, but I imagine he would.
Into the bottom. There's a front 270 pullback, Craig.
And again, similar to Brian Bowler, sleeping on the landing. We might need a pulse check on him, because I don't think his heart was going over, what, 60 beats a minute?
Let's see right there. Locked in very nicely.
Look at this, yeah.
Absolutely. It's all in the shoulders. Just sinks right down. Sleepy boy riding away.
If you just watched the landing, you thought he was hit by a blow dart, and he was tranquilized. He was that calm. So run one in the books. If you're just joining us, this is the semifinals. Each rider gets 3 runs. Your entire run is judged. They're going to take the best run and move them on to the finals. The second place finishers of these heats of 2 will go on to the third place battle.
And the prize money goes to third place, Craig.
Yeah.
So fourth place,
Yeah.
This is fun though, eh?
fourth place, winning the same as last.
If you're not first, second, or third, you're last.
That's
what they
basically how
said.
it goes with the grind. Yeah.
Here's
Colton
Colton Eckert. Sorry.
Colton Eckert dropping in here.
Oh my good word, attempting the switch hard way backside 270. And he knows the format. He knows it's my top and bottom rail, so a fall on the first one as good as a fall on the second one. Saves it. He still has 2 more, but I really want to see that hard way backside 270 because, well, that's a hard way of doing a backside 270. That's why they named it that.
There it is, right off the heels and not quite locking in, and tough. Perfection is required here. By both the foreman and the judges and the riders. That's a trick where if you are remotely off, don't lock in perfectly, no chance.
No chance. You're telling me there's a chance, though, that Dane Menzies is up next.
Dane Menzies is up next. More than a chance. He's locked in. One of the most exciting riders to watch. He was all over this course.
Touched almost every inch of steel here at the base of Whistler Blackcomb in the qualification process.
Oh my goodness, Craig. And the amount of press on that double down through the kink, through the side kink, loaded up, slips off the side, and just catches the nose so hard.
It's tough to see, but that down flat down is not straight. Goes many different ways.
It kinks to the side as well.
This is not Jackie.
That right there is Katie Brayer. We believe Jackie Carlson is dropping in first. There she is right there.
Jackie Carlson, first place qualifier. Dropping in first, gets to set the tone, Craig. What kind of message is he trying to pull here?
You know who's in the field. You know it's best run counts. You have 3 attempts. You got to go as hard as you can on attempt 1, attempt 2, and attempt 3. Ooh, Jackie Carlson a little bit early.
Little early off the rail there, and execution playing such a huge role, and same there. So we're seeing the, I believe the board slide through the double down, backside lip slide on the down rail.
Not perfect on either. And when I say not perfect, yes, she keeps it face down, but you see, comes off a little bit before the end of the rail, and our judges, well, I was talking to them earlier, they're ruthless.
They are ruthless. They're ruthless because they get it. You can't trick them. You have to perform your tricks to perfection. There's no fooling these judges. Next up, Katie Brayer dropping in right now. She opts for the down flat, front side, board slide. Once again, off a little early here, Craig. And going with a nose slide on the down bar.
Okay, we talked about the jam format for an hour. There really isn't any strategy in a jam format. When you have an hour on this kind of setup, you're doing pretty much whatever you possibly can, the best possible tricks you can. Here in head-to-head, you're against another rider. It's mono-y-mono. So I like what Katie does there.
Absolutely.
She sees Jackie come off a little bit early on 2 rails, says, a board slide, maybe not my hardest trick, but it's one I can make. So she's technically in the lead.
Execution, defense wins championships, buddy. Here's Juliette Pauchat dropping in. There's a 50-50, 180 out. Turning it back around, Craig, losing a little bit of the flow in her run there.
But attempting a board slide on the down, flat down.
We didn't see either. We didn't see the first runs touching that. All down bar. No double down, so definitely a higher degree of difficulty. Here's the replay right here. 50-50 and just off. No, How do you feel about that, Craig?
It was close. It was close. We'd have to send it to Toronto to make sure it is a good goal, but... Okay, now this snowboarder right here gets me extremely excited because they were trying some of the hardest tricks Adele was on that first down, flat down. She toned down the technicality, though.
Frontside board slide.
I think that was a switch frontside board slide.
Frontside board slide. To the 50-50.
I'm going to have to ask her.
Yeah, we need to check on that. Here we have the replay.
That was a front board. That was a front board. I just
Frontside board slide. Absolutely. Confirmed by one Craig McMorris. And here's the frontside 50-50. Getting that execution, Craig. Knowing, watching. And that's the big thing. You get to watch your fellow competitor. And do I need to slam dunk? Can I win this with a layup? Do I got to slam dunk from the free-throw line? I don't know. Truth Smith has one speed. I do know that. And that's dunk from the free-throw line.
That's pull-up half-court jumper every time. Start of the game, end of the fourth. Switch same way.
Getting good look at how that rail is kinked in two different directions. There's the 270 in, 270 out. Craig, how do you feel?
That's a throwaway for Truth Smith. And the reason I say that, yes, it's very impressive. He stays face down, but we know this young man. We know what he's capable of.
Yeah, we do. We do.
How do I reach these keys?
And there it is, yeah. Sliding off a little early. He's got thumbs down. We have official double thumbs down there from Truth Smith. Josh LeBrun gotta be licking his chops up there. Gotta be. There you go. Very, very clean execution there on the switchboard slide. 270 lip, Craig. That's what we want to see. That's what the judges want to see. That's what cashes checks at the grind.
Yeah. Facts.
He's stoked. Look at that. That is the face of an adult stoked man. Let's check it out on the replay. Break it apart for us here, Craig.
Love the last trick. Frontside lip slide 270. And why it's called a lip, see how his tail goes up and over before he rotates that 270 degrees of rotation? That's what constitutes the 270 lip slide. So a little bit more difficult than just a normal 270. Full pull right there from Josh. I think he's sitting in the lead. I just had a chance to talk to Truth, and he said he's going to do the same run, just wants to land it.
There's an easy and a hard way to do everything, Craig, and the lip slide is usually the harder of the two. Speaking of, oh my goodness.
Okay.
There's things happen here. We saw a highly technical trick up on the top feature, chiller on the bottom feature in the rail plaza. Let's check out this right here, Craig. What do we got?
Let's grab a seat and let's unpack this right here. Hard way, backside 270. Switch hard way, backside 270, up and over that down, flat down. So obviously, not the most technical rail trick on the bottom one, but had all technicality up top.
Absolutely. Going to be interesting to see exactly how the judges decide to weigh that. Dane Memsey's watching, looking on patiently.
And he's just had a roller coaster of a day. We almost lost him, I believe, on the closeout rail.
There was...
We
said he lost 2 of his lives.
Yes.
Well, we had a couple of those today, actually. Some highly dramatic falls on the closeout section. That's what happens here at the grind. Oh, wow, Craig. Wow. So clean and technical on the top feature. Second, getting the same treatment.
Very rarely will you see a nose press back one of that quality.
Now I love that through that rail because it's got 2 downs and it also kinks to the side. Now when we watch that, the lock in, that's one of those tricks that is incredibly difficult, but it looks more easy than it is. It's a trick in the fact that it doesn't look as difficult as it is.
You give a great artist a pencil and a piece of paper, they're going to be able to draw anything, even if that's not their medium, right? That's what I compare the nose press to. Great snowboarders can make simple tricks Not very hard tricks look simple is what I'm trying to say. Jackie Carlson on course, pardon me.
There's the backside lip slide coming off a little bit early there too. So execution, the name of the game. The plot thickens here at the grind, Craig. We're seeing riders looking on saying, okay, like if I just land my trick, I can punch my ticket to the final.
Yes.
And I can punch my ticket to a big novelty check. And we love novelty checks around here, my guy.
One of my top 4 favorite things.
There you go. You heard it here. Katie Brayer looking on. Focused. Stone cold in the start gates.
I'm going to be honest with you, the door is wide open.
The door is wide open.
Yeah. Walk on through.
Nice and clean up top here. Backside lip slide coming into the down bar and making it to the end of the rail. Calm, cool, collected. Not the most technical run we've seen. Executed cleanly.
We've been talking about the judging. We've been talking about that, many, many times. Who are our judges if you're just joining us? Cam Houston, Marty Vachon, Simon Fraser. Very accomplished panel. And when we were talking to them in qualification, they said they don't really care if you're 450ing off, if you're doing random flips. They want to see difficult tricks executed perfectly.
Street style.
Facts.
Speaking of, Juliette Pelchat dropping in here. Appears to be going switch. Oh! And we are seeing some of these slushy conditions. It's warm here. Sunglasses, t-shirts. That's what's happening here at the grind, Craig. And there's going to be some snow snakes out there. Going to get caught up in that slush.
Every once in a while, if you're not careful, the snow will bring you down.
And when we talk about the door being open, Adele here, Talispeeva here to kick through it. Oh, locking into that frontside board side, but just popping out a little bit early. And then there's the clean. No slide to the end. Craig, these upcoming third runs, you got to go all in now, baby.
What goes wrong right here? Well, a little bit of weight on your toe side edge as you go through that down flat. That is going to kick your board from beneath you, as you see. Very good save, though, right there from Adele.
Truth Smith looking to put together something special here. Now, it all comes down to this in the semifinals. It's the third of 3 runs in a best run counts format. What do you do here, Craig?
I was talking to Truth after his second run. He's going to do the exact same thing. Switch lip slide, 270 out first rail. Count it.
Boom.
Watch the switch over 2 right here.
Oh!
Okay.
The crowd likes it, Craig.
I like it. I think Truth likes it. It's by far his best run. Cab over 2 in, 270 out. Let's get another look at it.
Boom, off the toes, locking in, 2 out. And you've seen he's coming a little bit off of that side foot. He's saying it's a little squeaky,
But it's a make.
it is a make. I'm counting it.
Let your opponent make mistakes. That's what True Smith has done. He has put the ball in Josh LeBrun's court.
And here he is, Josh LeBrun. There's the 270, nice and clean, coming into the bottom rail section here. Real clean, Craig. Frontside, board slide, pretzel.
I mean, after watching that, right, there's a 270 up top. Very clean. Let's take another look at it here. I believe that is switch front board slide. Whips around the pretzel. See how he gets on the rail with his left foot forward.
And
And then,
so chill.
yes.
So chill on the right away. That execution is so solid.
If I was texting somebody, I'd say V, letter V, and then chill. Very chill.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Somebody who's not been chill all day.
Colin Eckert up top. Ready for his final runs. This is the semifinals, Craig.
Yes, and he is in the lead. That's switch hard way backside 270.
So sick. There it is. Not quite the execution you got last time, Craig.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so throw away from Colt Neckert.
Throw away. Yep.
Throw it
Yep.
away. Recycle it, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. Put it in the blue bin.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
That's okay.
But that means that Dane Menzies, who he is up against, sees some light.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not that there's no hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Dane Memsey is going to have to kick it in high gear here. But the door, there's a little bit of light coming through, a sliver. And that's what I love about this head-to-head format, Craig. They get to watch each other. They get to plan. And he knows he's got to go all in.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows he's got to go all in. And this is the semifinals. This isn't even the finals.
No.
Best run counts. Third of 3 runs here for Dane Memzies. Yep, we're gonna take that right there.
Whistler, I don't know if you agree with me, but this one's going to be tough. That's just 2 competitors going head-to-head.
That's gonna be a close one, Craig. The judges are gonna have to take a look at that sliver of light and see who is running through it. That's so sick right there. Pop off the end, into the double down.
That is where the window may
Right there.
possibly be. Because,
Right there.
yes, that is a short down. And it's really hard to get your full base on it. But maybe coming off a little bit early, that's the only thing that I saw.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Lots to love, though.
Jackie Carlson taking her third run of 3. Number 1 qualifier, Craig.
Gap, front, board from Jackie Carlson, saving her best for last.
Okay, yes, absolutely. The gap front board, definitely. You know, we take a look at this first one off a little early there, Craig. That's what's so tough about the grind. You got to nail both rail features, but definitely signed, sealed, and delivered right here. Pop, lock, stomp, right there, Jackie
Pop,
Carlson.
lock, and drop it. Absolutely there from Jackie Carlson.
Katie Brayer looks on, knows it's the third of 3.
Knows it.
And it's time. If you're going to the finals, this is when you got to do it right here. Front board off a little early. So was Jackie Carlson last run. Ooh, I got to give it to Jackie Carlson if we're going on that last run there.
If we're going on that last run alone,
The other thing that's great about the grind is there's no live scoring.
no.
They don't know where they sit.
It's overall impression. Take your numbers, throw them out the door. Who had the best run? It's as simple as that.
That's it. Juliet Pauchat looks on, exhausted. Been 1 hour jam session to get here. And you're in the semifinals, third of 3 runs. The nice thing is once we get to the finals, you only got 3 runs, and that's your day.
Now or never for Juliet Pauchat.
Loving that, going down on that 360 out last run. Oh, yeah.
2 words, Brett. Tenacious competitor.
Locked in, baby. Locked in. Let's check the replay here, Craig.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and that was a big one right there. 50-50 frontside 360 out into the board slide, through the down, flat down.
Absolutely. So sick. And Adele Talasbayeva looking on here. Seeing that execution. Super high on that bottom. And she has been going for a whole bunch of different tricks. Super technical up top on that double down. She's going here into the down bar. Oh, and sitting down on the backside 180 on. Throw away on the top feature. Needs something absolutely huge here. Ollie off the down part of the double, ollie off the flat of the double down. I don't know, Craig.
Well, after that, obviously judging on the entirety of the runs, It's tough.
And that's it right there, and that's why that's such a hard trick, Craig. You gotta lock in on that backside when it's so blind coming on. And that's why that garners so many points, such a high score if you can lock into that. High risk, high reward.
And that will do it for our head-to-head semifinals. Good look at Lucas Alette of Arena Snow Parks, manicuring this course to absolute perfection. Now flavor on the rake there too.
Now everyone stays in the mix here, Craig.
Facts.
Things just get blended up a little bit.
Yeah.
You're either going for the gold or you're going for the bronze. As we wait for the finals to be announced, the riders advancing, I want to let you know that today's event is proudly brought to you by the Resort Municipality of Whistler, with funding from the province of BC's municipal and regional district tax. This support allows us to showcase incredible talent, bringing live music and entertainment to the heart of Whistler Village for all of us to enjoy. Craig, it's the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, the grind. We are on the precipice of the main event. The finals are just moments away from being announced.
The anticipation is killing me.
Absolutely, and it's a head-to-head final as well. So we see the same strategy that's employed in the semifinals into the finals.
Yes.
Head-to-head. So there's so much strategy as opposed to the free-for-all 1-hour jam session we watched earlier. No strategy. Just go for it. Do every trick you can on every single obstacle. Who are our finalists, Craig?
Well, let's start with the consolation final. This is a battle for third place. You just saw the names pop up there briefly. Josh LeBrun and Colton Eckert. They're going to be battling for third place here at the grind.
It's going to be 3 runs format, best full run count.
And on the women's side, battling for third place, Katie Breyer and Adele Telespeva.
So we decide third place first, and then we give away the big cake, Craig.
The cheese, the moolah, if you will. Who's in the finals? Well, by process of elimination, you may know, or Brett and myself can help you. On the men's side, Brett.
Truth Smith versus Dane Menzies.
A heavyweight bout if I have ever seen it.
And on the women's side, Craig,
Jackie Carlson, Juliette Pelchat, get up to the top. Let's hand out some cold hard cash here at the grind.
$25,000, Craig, on the line right here. Let's not forget about the best trick. Money that's being given away for the most technical trick and the most stylish trick. Now there's a whole bunch of riders that are not able to participate into this because they've been eliminated.
Facts.
So not only can you take home podium cash, you got the inside track to get more of the money, which has already happened.
That's correct. We're going to be giving away a best trick for technicality and best trick for style. The judge is still deliberating that, but that went down in the jam session.
Thank you for correcting me, Craig. Yes, absolutely. Wonderful.
Hey, Longhorn Patio. Y'all look fantastic. Oh, no, that's the GLC, I believe. Both great establishments.
Absolutely.
Garibaldi Lift Company, GLC for short. I'm big on abbreves. If you're just joining us online from around the world on CBC, we're here in Whistler, British Columbia. This is the grind finals. We have the third place matchups going down in just a second, as well as first and second, battling it out for $25K Canadian.
This is the main event, Craig. This is the main event. This is a snowboard crown jewel right here at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival in the mountain culture capital of the world, Whistler, British Columbia. We have our riders making their way to the top, getting ready to drop in. Sled toes are bringing them up to the top.
What's in the bag, Juliette?
Now, Craig, as a professional snowboarder, tell me what is going through these riders' minds? What's the strategy here? If you're going for first place, how does that unfold? How do you make it happen?
Okay, so the major advantage is dropping second in your heat. You want to be the second to drop. Why, you ask? Because you get to watch the rider ahead of you. Let's say they try something ridiculously hard and don't even come close. Then you change your strategy, say, I'm going to make it to the end of the rail, especially as you get into runs 2 and 3.
I love that. I love that. The strategy never stops here at the grind. And it looks like we're just about ready to get started here, Craig. Deciding third place before we give away all the cake for first and second.
Hey, but third place, nothing to laugh at. Still walking away with $1,500 on the men's and women's side. I'd love that. Brett, I want you to put yourself in these competitors' shoes. How would you attack this final?
When it comes to 3 runs remaining, I get the entire strategy of laying up. For me, 1 speed, pedal to the metal. I get 3 shots. I'm trying the hardest, sickest, best tricks I have, and I'm going all in. All in. I think that's what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see some tricks at some levels that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, you do live your life 1/4 mile at a time, so that does make sense. Here's Josh LeBron in our third place battle.
Oh. I'll take all that you got, Craig. How about that? And then there's the 270 clean. We talked about that sleepy style, Craig. We talked about that execution. Josh LeBron, come into play. Let's check it out.
Back tail. Then pretzels out of the C rail. That's not a straight down bar, folks. That thing has some curve. Very solid first full pull from Josh LeBron.
Colton Eckert forced to answer.
Ooh, switching things up from semifinals.
Yeah. There's the 270 in, 270 out. Going for the closeout. 270 in, 270 out. Oh!
What happens when both the fighters throw knockout punches within the first 10 seconds of the bout?
Welcome to the grind, Craig. There it is, and we're going to unpack this right here. Okay.
2-7 in, 2-7 out. Yes, he does not come off the very end of the rail, but I think the judges give a little bit of leniency as that is a closeout rail. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If there's any chips in the armor, it's right there.
Yep.
In the women's consolation final, Katie Brayer looks on. First run of 3. First run of 3.
Consistent all day long.
There's the front board, slipping off a little early.
No, I think that switch. Oh, I would think that might have been a switch
front board. Okay, great.
But then a switchboard side pretzel. So, as you mentioned, the way that you would approach this is, you know, your hardest possible tricks, all 3 runs, and I think that is what Katie Brayer is doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. There you go. Switch front board. Switch nose slide. Into the pretzel. Not quite able to lock that in, Craig.
When you come off the inside of that down bar, it is extremely unforgiving.
Absolutely. Adele Talaspieva looks on. Great style, and she not afraid to go all in. We saw that in the semifinals. We saw that in the 1 hour qualifying jam. If she can put the landing gear down, third place. She's going for it.
More than capable technicality-wise, it's execution that eluded Adele in the semifinals.
Okay, Craig, okay.
Oh my, good word.
Very excited to see this replay, Craig. Very excited to see this replay. There it is, locking into the front side board slide.
Front side board slide through a crooked down flat down. 8 out of 10 hard, 9 out of 10 hard, very difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll get the special meter going, for sure. Truth Smith This is our first run in the final. This is our first rider going for gold, going for the top of the podium, Craig. Truth Smith.
Tried a couple very wild tricks in the jam session. Does he go back to that well, or does he keep it a little bit more consistent? Front board 270 on the C rail.
Super clean, and there it is! If there was a foldable chair, I'd throw it, Craig.
Gets the crowd fired up. Board slide, backflip. He's wearing a collared shirt because he is all business.
He's gone to work. He's gone to work. He brought his lunch pail today, Craig. And let's take a look here. It's so clean.
He was telling us a story right here. He said front board same way, not a very difficult trick. That, however, terrifying.
Stomp, and look at that. All the way to the end. Grab, tweak, no hand, stomp. Landing gear there. I gotta say, that, if I am looking on, if I am Dane Menzies looking on, oh, that's a tall order.
Now,
he's still getting hugged in the finishing corral.
you gotta get him to the top, guys. Come on. But if anybody could match that energy.
Dane Menzies made it to the final. And he's not done. He's got 3 runs, and he knows now exactly where the bar is.
Yep.
He knows exactly what he has to do.
He has to beat a front blunt same way and a board slide backflip out.
On a closeout.
That was a front Smith. Without trucks.
Oh. Okay, Craig, okay. I gotta say, the street style boarder in me prefers the rail plaza closeout. Big, tall, nose press reverb.
That is so difficult, scary, silly, fun.
And look at
Going
this
through that down flat.
backside nose press, and look at this reverb. It's so sick. I know it doesn't have the razzmatazz that the backflip has.
It doesn't.
I get that. The feature set is different.
Razzmatazz that the backflip has is tough to match.
That is a borders trick, though.
Nose press back one to flat. Chris Bradshaw somewhere is smiling.
Jackie Carlson dropping in. Cruising into the rail plaza here. There's that gap front flip. Or front board, rather.
That has been Jackie Carlson's wallet all day. Take that out, pay with whatever you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let's take a look at this first rail right here. Yeah, nice pop out, solid style. And then yes, this is it right here. She's been owning this all day long.
Right in the middle of the bindings, right to the end of the rail.
It makes me wonder what she does next, because you can't do that any better.
No, you gotta go something new. But very good strategy, right? She's got a full pull down in run one, puts the pressure on her competitor right here.
Absolutely. Juliette Pauchat looking on, saying, okay, that gap front board was perfect. Perfect. Solid execution up top. Let's see what she has here. Okay. Good execution there on the closeout front thread 360. Oh! I gotta wonder, Craig, how that scores if she puts it down. This place is gonna erupt if she does.
Yes. Longhorn, GLC, the entire crowd is gonna go bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
And there it is. It's perfect. It's all the way to the end and just not quite getting down quite flat base. And that is such a hard landing.
We saw her attempt this in the jam format, as did her little sister, Billy Pelchap. Shout out. Neither one really landing clean. But here, 3 runs, she has 2 more attempts. Does she go back to that? We'll wait and see.
Josh LeBrun back up to the top, second of 3 runs. Best run counts format. Clean there, Craig. Okay.
All hits, no misses.
Yeah,
Josh LeBrun.
That's a fully cooked dish right there, my guy. We do like that. That's coming out of the kitchen, simmering, sizzling.
Who ordered the fajitas? Josh LeBrun has been the picture of consistency here in this third place battle.
And look at that, that down flat right there, locks right in, and then here's the pretzel, boom. So chill.
I don't know if that's structurally sound, but Colton Eckert just warming up with some pull-ups. He did do that switch hard way backside 270 onto the down flat rail in the semifinals. Methinks he goes back to it.
I think so too. I think you're entirely right, Craig.
And he just endorsed me completely.
2-7 in, 2-7 out, cruising in here. Oh my goodness, there's the cab 270 onto the closeout. Have to be so careful. There's no margin for error there, Craig. Zero margin for error.
That was the best case scenario falling on that trick. We have seen that closeout take some numbers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That closeout is the Scott Stevens of this event.
That has ruined some Sundays for some folks. Their tomorrow is going to be spent in the hot and cold tub going back and forth saying, why the grind, why? Katie Breyer up next, taking her second run of 3 in the consolation final. That's going to make it a throwaway, Craig.
Absolutely.
That's tough. That's going to make it a throwaway.
So different from that jam where, you know, almost separate these two features a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Here, best run counts, 3 attempts. This, the third place battle of our finals. Katie Breyer in run 2.
And there it is. Little toe heavy on the switch front board, Craig.
Does very well to avoid the flat part of the rail. Could have been disastrous, but escapes unscathed.
Adele Talaspeeva, her second run, and she has really embodied the philosophy of going all in. I'm going to do my hardest tricks.
Oh my good word, attempting a back one into a down, flat down that's off kilter is just ridiculous.
And then nice and clean on the down rail, but it's the best full run that counts, Craig. So both of these riders going up, trying to get a double make and make it spicy.
Let's take a look at this. Backside 180 on. Actually locks in pretty good, but you see the rail turns a little bit, making it very difficult to lock into that switch 50-50. Now, I do have to say, Adele has had a very interesting strategy, right? Trying extremely hard tricks up top, but switching. Right, we've seen a front board attempt, then we see a backside 180 attempt. So varying her trick selection. We'll see what she does in run 3 of 3.
Truth Smith garnered the biggest crowd reaction with the backflip out of the board slide. Truth. I only wonder what he has. Like he did front board same way on the C rail. Let's see what he's got here. Going through the double down.
Front board pretty.
And he's now hitting the other side here. Sneaking it through.
Mom and sister love front board pretzel to switch front board pretzel.
Wow. I gotta think the technicality of that top rail is gonna be tough to beat.
Yes. I like this run. I like the wow factor in run 1. I like the technicality in run 2.
Absolutely.
That front board pretzel through that down, flat down, very, very difficult. Here is where he lives a little bit more to be desired. That switch front board pretzel doesn't really pop up and off the front foot. You can see it in his face. He's having fun. Knows he can do a little better.
Kind of slips off the rail, lands heel heavy, doesn't fall. Dane Menzies looks on. I gotta think, it's pure speculation.
Pure speculation.
I gotta think Truth Smith is still in first place after that first one.
Truth.
I gotta think. If I'm telling the truth, that's what I gotta say. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again to everybody. Oh!
controller disconnect right there on the front board pretzel.
Yeah, absolutely. So you take a look at how much that nose is just loaded up, Craig. How much strength it takes to get that board around. The forces at work are unimaginable.
The torsion.
Into the second of 3 runs here. Going for first place, Jackie Carlson.
Front board attempting. You got over. Oh!
We got a backside 180, Craig. Now, Craig, we gotta talk about this. The right away, it looks so stomped. If you're a judge, do we classify this as incidental contact? Is it something to be punished? I think there's a reduction there.
There is a reduction.
It's so sick, the after bang. 10 out of 10. Loved it. Such sick style.
Love everything about it. But you can see just not enough right away from Jackie Carlson. But that's the beautiful thing about this format. Go back up there, put it down, inches away. Juliet Pelchat went down in run 1.
There's the closeout, going for the front 3. No, opting for frontside 180.
Smart, smart. Because you can tell on that first rail she falls off early. That's in your head. You don't want to be thinking about what's behind you when you're coming up to a closeout trying to do a 50-50 front 3. So, obviously going to throw that one away. Here's what goes wrong for Juliet Pelchat.
Sliding off early. Right there. Here's the front side 50-50 all the way to the end of the closeout. Landing and landing.
For the first time tonight.
Yeah, finding the landing, not going yard, landing in the landing as much as we love to see it. And here we are, Craig. The final runs of the grind. Like Theoden on Helm's Deep, so it begins the great battle of our time.
Josh LeBron has just gone 3 for 3 here in the finals. That train's never late.
He is hungry for that 3rd place. Hungry for that 3rd place.
What he does is he puts it all in the judge's hand. Says, I've given you 3 separate runs, 3 completely different runs. Which one do you like the best? Pick and choose.
So solid there. So solid.
Now, in the exact opposite boat, Colton Eckert been doing very similar runs. Execution hasn't been there, especially on that final feature. Oh, he wants the crowd to get fired up. He wants to hear you. They've actually proven scientifically the louder you are, the bigger they go.
Well, this is the beauty. It's a best run counts format, Craig. 2-7 in, 2-7 out. Here we go. Oh my God, Craig. Execution, execution, execution.
We lit a fire under Colton. We said he hasn't really done the last feature grid. It hasn't been great, but guess what he does there? He makes it perfect.
Let's take a look at the replay here. The cab 2-7 out. Here we go. Let's get a closer look. Speed, focus, poise.
Look at it. He even dips his front foot, almost looking like it's going to catch on the closeout and says, gotcha. Gotcha.
Wow.
Great boarding.
What to do if you're a judge? Damn.
That, the men's battle for 3rd place, is complete. We'll wait to see who takes that one. We move on to the women's side, Brett.
Katie Blair dropping in for her 3rd and final run in the consolation finals here at the grind. Starting off a little early. She's going to need something big here. opting for the clean board slide, hoping execution pushes this one home. It is a tight race here, Craig.
And we've seen Katie attempt the switchboard slide pretzel. And what you need to do on that trick, you need to be right in the right spot on your front foot on the rail. See how far in the middle she is sliding over?
Absolutely. Go switch to switch.
No purchase to really initiate that pretzel rotation or the 270 degrees required to do that trick. So
watching on for her third and final run in the consolation final, this is Adele Talespeeva. Now, she hasn't been able to put something down, but the caliber of tricks that she's been trying is through the roof. If she executes here, we gotta think she's taken the battle.
facts. Does she go back one or front board, though? That is the question.
I think she's gonna take it easy here. No, I am totally wrong. But she pops off nice and she pops off in control. Huh.
This is going to be a tough one.
That is a tough one. The head-to-head battles provide here in the Grind Consolation Finals, Greg.
Backside 180 in, has done it clean, but that is not a straight forward down, flat down. There's a little bit of curve in the middle part of it.
That's going to be a tough one. I'm excited to see how that one turns out, Craig.
Honestly, that could be one of the hardest tricks you could choose to do on that kind of rail.
Okay, folks, it's all down to this. Truth Smith, in his final run of 3, will he win the grind, Craig?
It's all in his hands. It's all in his breast pocket.
You know he's going for something heavy, but first,
Front board pretzel, 2 for 2. That ain't easy.
here it is, going for the down bar. Swing
Swing
that
front
pretzel
board
around.
pretzel. Here we go.
He's stoked. Look at the look on his face. He is fired up. Truth Smith.
Run 1, Truth Smith hits us over the head with just pure aggression, right? Forward slide, backflip off a closeout. Here, he slows it down, puts off some soft jazz and says, watch what I can do.
This is some smooth operator type stuff here. Boom. There is the pretzel, and he's stoked. You can see it in his face.
You can. I mean, that's beautiful run selection, trick selection, what have you. Front board pretzel mirrors it with the switch front board pretzel. Mom loves it.
Dane, dropping in next, Dane Menzies. I do want to say, Truth Smith's face when he came off the end of that rail, look on his face, look like he thinks he won the grind.
It looks like he thinks he's $6,000 richer. Can Dane Menzies change that? Right foot forward, natural way of riding. Backside nose press, backside 180. Sets him up, switch.
Okay, Craig, okay.
Nothing official yet.
Nothing official yet.
You'd love to see just 2 tremendous competitors going blow for blow, shot for shot.
Let's unpack the replay here, because we love the press action, the revert. It's perfect.
First rail I don't like, I love. Yeah. I don't like it, I love it. Second rail, I don't like it. Unfortunately, Dane Menzies loaded up for that switch front board, pretzel out, doesn't get purchase on it, but I love that run selection. I love that trick selection.
Into the women's third run of 3 in the finals. It all comes down to this. Jackie Carlson dropping in first.
Front board.
We're taking that.
Hold your breath, Whistler.
Backside 180.
Oh! Contest make!
Contest
It's a
make.
contest make! Whispers of Ryan Sheckler riding away. Hands on the ground, but keeps it base down.
This was a Baker skateboard video. We would be psyched.
Put it in the... That was the best joke tonight.
Loving the front board right there. And just staring down the belly of the beast right here, straight over the closeout rail. Tail tap backside 180.
Look at the impact.
Love it.
Tap.
So sick.
Land switch, keeps it base down, a little bit of a revert, but the fact that she even survived that tremendous impact is, well, unimaginable, honestly. I can't believe she was able to ride away from that.
Well, now we all know what's going to happen here. This is going to be decided on the frontside 50-50 in either frontside 180 out on the closeout gap or frontside 360. What does Julia Pelchat go for? She's eyeing it up. She's eyeing it up. She's still going, Craig. There it is, frontside 360. Saving the best for last.
Every ounce of strength Juliet has went into that landing.
Let's take a look at this replay. Off of the first rail early. That's going to hurt the score. You know what's not going to hurt the score? This right here. Front 50-50 right to the end. Front three. Surfing it out. It's not bolts, Craig, but it is stump.
You could not slide that closeout any further.
Street style if I've ever seen it. Stomping in the flats. Juliet Pelchat. What a show, Craig.
This, I know we say it every rail jam, being a judge would be very difficult. We have seen some makes, we've seen some misses, we've seen some crowd pleasers, some things that were so technical, we didn't even have time to explain how difficult they were. But at the end of the day, we do have to give away $6,000 to our first place men's snowboarder and our first place on the women's side.
And the grind doesn't end here, Craig. We have the after party.
Facts. My dentist said that I've been grinding in my sleep, and honestly, I think I will be tonight.
We're going to the Longhorn, and we are becoming space travelers. We are going to the moon, my guy, and it's going to be a great, great time. Next up,
we might start on the GLC patio and then migrate, the Great Migration to Longhorn patio, because that looks like a lot of fun.
Everybody having a great time at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival. Everybody having a great time at the grind. We're trying to figure out who the winners are. Awards are up next, Craig. And what a show. What a show. This is why Whistler is the mountain culture capital of the world. This is why the World Ski and Snowboard Festival plants its roots right here. This is why we are going to the moon to become one of the biggest events in the world. Giving away $25,000 in mere moments.
While the judges tabulate, we're going to take a quick break, but we will be back in just a few moments, as Brett Sanford said, to hand away some big novelty checks. We'll see you soon. CBC. There you have it.
Our men's winner at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, the grind for men. It's Truth Smith.
Dane Menzies in second place, and third place goes to Colton Eckert. Right there, that's your podium on the men's side of the grind here in Whistler, British Columbia. They're gonna walk away with a bunch of cash, some big novelty checks. You make sure you find them. You make sure they spend 10%.
The 10% resort tax must be paid before they leave the dome of Whistler, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a huge party tonight, Craig, with our men's winner, Truth Smith. Checking all the boxes in the approach in the finals. The board slide backflip.
Yeah, Julie! Lots to celebrate in the Smith family right there. You love to see it. And obviously, as requested from Truth Smith, Backstreet Boys for all of his podiums.
The crowd chanting truth. And he is fired up as the winner of the grind at the World Ski and Snowboard Festival right here in Whistler, British Columbia. Craig, I'm excited to see the women's bracket as the judges tabulate. It should be on the screen shortly as Truth Smith.
And on the women's side, your champion, Jackie Carlson.
Smooth riding all day. It was the gap front board on the double down in the rail plaza. It had to be Craig. So clean execution all day long. The picture of consistency. So sick. Jackie Carlson, just such a treat to watch, and just all the way through riding today. Signature tricks, solid style, great execution, always in control.
Joining Jackie Carlson on the podium, Juliet Pelchat in second place, and Adele Talaspieva in third.
Adele Talaspieva taking some of those super technical tricks and really pushing the level here, especially on the top rail section. So incredible to see. Both our men's and women's top three. We're giving away $25,000 here at the grind, Craig.
25K, 6K to both those individuals on your screen. Truth Smith and Jackie Carlson. Beautiful color coordination, a very sophisticated collared shirt setup. Obviously, they're in a group chat, and on Wednesdays they wear pink.
Someone get a table at the Longhorns.
Truth, do you have a second? Are you busy or? Okay. And Jackie, maybe come over as well.
Yeah, Deacon.
Both of you, quick thought on the event and what you want to say to all the wonderful folks here in Whistler, British Columbia.
Ladies first.
Okay. That was so crazy, standing at the top and seeing you guys. Like, I could hardly handle that. I just had to soak it in on the last run there. And
Yeah, I mean, am I on?
thank
Is this
you
thing
so
on?
much for that setup. Like, those are the best rails I've ever hit. Thank you to whoever built that. You know
Arena
who you
Snow
are.
Parks have been fucking grinding to make that. We love you guys. Whistler, that was insane. Thank you for coming out and supporting all of us this whole week. It's insane. I love everyone here right now.
Now, Truth.
Longhorns.
Now, Truth, tell me what's going through your head when you do the board slide, backflip out, and the crowd goes nuts here.
It's for the crowd, for sure. Yeah, the board slide backflips for the crowd, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see what snowboarding thinks on the Instagram, but yeah, for the crowd.
And Jackie, the gap front board, all throughout the finals on that down rail, so clean, wired in the whole time. It was so incredible to watch. Keep going back to the well and locked in. How do you get that every single time so cleanly?
I have never done that before. I've never had a down flat down that I can trust like that. So I had to go for it.
So when you talk about Arena Snow Parks here at the grind having an incredible rail setup, you've been able to learn new tricks and try new things and up your level of riding and win. How does that feel to do all of that?
I was not expecting this to happen tonight. This is so unreal. Thank you so much to everyone.
Amazing. Folks, give it up one more time for your winners at the grind.
Drew Smith, Jackie Carlson, they're walking away with massive checks. You heard their voices.
And just like that, we are going to award the checks to our winners. Craig, we are going to go third to first.
Adele, where are you? Get up here. We need our podium.
We need our podium up here. We are going to award third place and $1,500 to Adele Talaspeeva.
Adele, come get your check. We're looking at you. Also, bring it over.
Third place and $1,500, Adele Talaspeeva.
There you go. And in second place, born and raised, Whistler, British Columbia, Juliet Pelchat. Come get your big giant check.
Looking at Adele's work right there on the big screen.
There's Juliet Pelchat.
Juliet Pelchat, second place, checking out some of the stuff here, and one of the best moments of the entire day, right there.
50-50 frontside 360, and a lot of scientists believe that wasn't landable, but Juliet Pelchat proved them wrong.
Absolutely. And your winner of the grind,
Jackie Carlson. Fantastic boarding, as you mentioned, a picture of consistency.
Absolutely, and as we take a look at Jackie's winning run right here, there is the front board. And the backside 180, boom, tap. So sick, Craig. All kinds of crazy tricks going down out of the women's field. There's your podium. Give it up one more time, Whistler, for your winners, women at the grind.
Okay, Brett,
We're changing gears.
let's change some gears.
We're going into the top three for the men at the grind, and what an absolutely wild trip through qualifiers and the brackets. We could only land with the top three, taking home $1,500. Colton Eckert.
Yeah, Colton.
An absolute show. And I gotta say, Colton Eckert, the cab 270 out on the closeout in the Rail Plaza, hyping up the crowd.
He's a showman.
He's a showman.
He's a showman, and that's what you gotta love about him.
And as we take a look at this run here, 2-7, 2-7 out, and then cruising in here, and this was such an incredible moment. How do you find the landing gear for that? Colton Eckert finds it and locks in third place, everybody. Second place at the grind, Craig, $3,000 richer. Gonna stimulate the local economy with that one tonight, no doubt.
Facts.
We have our second place finisher, Dane Memzies.
Now, Brett, Dane rode incredible all day through the qualification and into the final.
And this is just a snowboarder's snowboarder. Look at the execution there. Look at how clean it is on all items right there. That's a miss on the front board on the replay, but so incredible to watch Dane Memzies take it to this course all afternoon, emerges with $3,000, but there can only be won, standing atop of the podium, $6,000 richer. Gonna go nuts on the town tonight? Perhaps.
Facts.
Drew Smith.
There's a look at your champion, Drew Smith. How did he get here? Well, he had two vehicles, if you will. He had the crowd pleasers and he had the technicality. Here, the crowd pleaser, front board, same way out, and then what brought Whistler to its feet, this board slide, backflip out.
What an incredible moment here at the grind, Craig. Seeing Truth dissect this entire course all day just to crescendo in the final.
Tremendous competitor.
Electric.
That's your men podium. Whistler, give it up one more time for Drew Smith, Dane Menzies, and Colton Eckert.
And the happy owners of 3 big checks there, Craig. Our top 3 men's competitors, the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, the Grind, right here in Whistler.
What a showing from our competitors, and what a showing from you, Whistler. We shout out all our sponsors. We also shout out Arena Snow Parks, who built this truly, truly incredible rail plaza, battled the elements all week long. Downpours of biblical proportion.
Thank you, brother.
Whistler, we thank you so much for that. We thank everybody who tuned in on CBC. We also want to thank the Arena Snow Parks team for not only building this beautiful course, but having this beautiful, beautiful memoriam to Jeff Keenan. You see the sign right there, and you saw his boards at the top. So thank you to Whistler, to Arena Snow Parks, to all our competitors, and to all our viewers. We appreciate you sharing this evening with us, The Grind.
It's the World Ski and Snowboard Festival, everybody. Thank you for joining us right here at The Grind. We will see you next year. For Brett Sanford, this is Craig McMorris.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next year. Thank you.